pilot episode of Gistinthecondo. Our question today is, how best is your approach to settling disputes, letting karma take its cool or head-on confrontation?
I think it's a good thing to approach someone. Don't bottle up things. It's okay for you to just set yourself free and tell the person straight up. Call them out on their bullshit.
Yeah.
For me, it depends on who I'm dealing with. For
Yeah.
example, if I'm dealing with a supposed boyfriend, I really wouldn't talk. I'll just let it be. And it depends on the gravity of the dispute we had. If it is something minor, I can. No, that's not a dispute. That's
You can't be talking about, oh yeah.
You take my
understand We understand
if we're talking about, like, for example, maybe you went ahead to cheat on me and it's acting like everything is fine.
Women.
I don't know if I would speak up. I think I'll just let karma do its thing. But if I'm living with a housemate and she's being bitchy and she's acting like everything, she acted up and now she's behaving like she didn't do anything wrong, man, I will call you. I will sit you down. That's what I'm going to do.
No, but when you said if you have like a supposed boyfriend, yeah, and he probably cheats, you're gonna let karma do his thing, yeah?
Yeah.
How are you sure karma's gonna do his thing?
Because karma always does things. That's
why can't you just confront this particular person and tell them, I know your bullshit and I'm calling you out on it?
That's why it's me. I will not. I know myself. I know that my mouth is very bad. So if I confront you, it's not going to be pretty. So it depends on who I'm dealing with. Like I said, I could either leave it to karma or I could just confront you.
Actually, for me, understanding the concept of the two terms really goes a long way. Because when you say karma, it could be that there is a confrontation happening as well, and then you will let the karma take its place. So for me, I bet I could just tell you the wrong thing you did, and then just let it go. Like, let the rest be.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's the best.
For me, sorry to go to show, but I feel it is better to confront someone. Like, it's better to tell your friend or whoever it is, hey, I don't like what you did. Okay? You don't have to keep it to your heart and
let it be,
Yeah. Just tell the person, hey, I don't like what you did. And there is this feeling I have. When I tell you how you confronted you, how you wronged me, how you made me feel bad, I get eased up. Like, that thing in your chest gets to go down. I don't know if anyone
If the person confronts
no, if you hurt me and I tell you about it, I get squeezed.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel it's better to confront because there is nothing like karma, actually. I tell you the truth and straight up.
So we just say, for me, still stick to it.
Okay, I feel like people feel like confrontation is always an argument. Sometimes it's
fight,
just like people think it's always a fight.
It's not.
It's not always a fight. You just like talk to your friend nicely, something like that. It could easily settle, like you can settle something really well and peacefully, and even go out shopping after like 10 minutes. And sometimes,
You've been all about food and clothes. I don't get it. The second time it's clothes.
There is something I want to say. I think there's something very important about confrontation.
Yeah.
That's your manner of approach.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that.
How you approach me matters.
It's true.
You get the point?
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
And then she goes for shopping after.
Also, it could depend because for some people, they wouldn't necessarily call you out for the first thing.
Yeah.
It would be like maybe the 10th time when they had
that
up to you.
yeah.
And for those kind of people, you don't expect them to come and tell you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't pile up things. If someone offends you right now, see man, see God, fam, you offended me, yeah? You don't have to hold it back. You don't have to come and start doing jabba jabba. No. Just stop. I don't go and go for shopping and buy.
I'm not everybody before.
It's wrong. But it's wrong. It's wrong with pile up things.
I don't see this where we are friends and
you can't tell me exactly. It's wrong, man. Why are you holding it back?
No, the question doesn't
You let the best one slide. You know, your friends.
Your friends. It says
Anyway, I think I have a different view altogether. Talking about confrontation. For me, I won't just confront you. I will revenge.
Okay.
So, look at wait. I look at it this way. What I'm about to say, my own view it will not settle down properly with some people that are fanatical about religion. Because to me, I believe this karma thing is kind of religious. I think people tend to misinterpret the misfortune that happens to their enemies as karma. You understand? To me, I don't believe karma. I don't have that patience to wait for karma. It's fast. And then another thing, revenge is natural. I will explain it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Go deeper. Elaborate.
Wait, let me make reference. Let me make reference to Newton's third law. Action and reaction are equal.
Yeah, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction.
You don't tickle someone and expect the person not to laugh.
Yes. Yeah.
So what if the person doesn't laugh?
Do you understand me?
No,
when you throw the ball to the wall, it will definitely bounce back.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? So when you offend me, why can't I revenge?
Are you saying revenge comes all the time?
No, to me, I'm talking about what I think.
That's your personal
view. Yes. I don't have time to wait for karma. When you offend me, I give it back to you.
So that means you confront the person.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Not just confrontation.
Any relationship.
More than confrontation.
Any relationship.
Whatever.
Girlfriend, friends,
Revenge, whoever it is.
Why you call about this girl's thing? Why you call about this girl's thing?
I want to ask you a question. Are you trying to say that even your best friend, you don't have time to forgive, you just pay back straight up?
I think what led my best friend to offend me.
It's natural.
It's natural, but to me, it doesn't go down well.
I think it's it depends on the extent of what the person thinks.
Oh, yes.
Extent of the dispute.
Yeah.
Listen.
My point is this: I don't believe in karma.
Okay.
See, the people you now can just take the ball from his back.
Hold up. The question is, can you read the question again?
The question states, how best is your approach to settling disputes?
Disputes can be anything. It can literally be, man, I've been doing the dishes for days and you have not
Oh,
done it. So it can be
Exactly.
anything. Now the question is, do you tell this person or you just wait for karma?
You have to watch them the next time.
I'm just trying to bring down disputes to you guys. And it can be on any level.
Yes.
Both of them are agreeing on the same thing.
Yeah.
I hope you guys know that disputes can be as a result of betrayal.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Everything can be anything. There are levels.
So it depends on the gravity of
And the relationship.
doing dishes. I'll tell you there.
That's why we all have different opinion. My opinion said I would rather confront you and tell you, man, you're messing up on this ground. I'm not the kind of guy that will come out that is literally telling you I'm going to keep this up to myself until the very day I can't take it anymore.
I can't take it. I probably won't even be there to watch.
Which is bad. And you know the funniest thing, when things like this happen and you pile them up, the day you get to spark, that guy didn't even deserve the amount of abuse or insult you got. Man, literally, it might not be everything, and your head just goes squat. Voila, you're already out.
So
10 years ago.
If I have to put my own opinion together, I would say that I will either confront you or I will hit it back, depending on the gravity.
I agree with that.
For karma, it's a no-no.
So you're indirectly saying you're more of the confronting type.
Yeah. For karma, it's a no-no.
I don't think anybody's on the camera side though.
I will either confront you or I will
Actually wait for karma because there are people.
I have some people
There is
who
someone
are
that
like
will
karma
hunt you down.
ladies.
No, see, this is why I tell my friends, if we're friends and you can't tell me when I fuck up, I don't think think we should be friends.
Yeah.
This question is
But you think that it's only your friends that you have disputes?
Yeah.
No. On a day-to-day basis, the people you might have dispute with more are your friends. That's the truth.
No, but we're
The
talking
people you
about
interact
disputes.
more.
We're not
Yeah.
about making in general. We're talking about disputes.
Obviously, I'm African. I can't be mad at my mom.
If
So
you have,
No, but how about the other people in the society?
those are my friends. I can be mad at them. But my mom, hell no. My mother will beat.
In a scenario, maybe in a supermarket, you can actually encounter disputes there.
So okay. So let's take this scenario. Let's say
I
you're going.
step on your foot and on the line.
Or there's
No,
one big
come on.
left
A reasonable person is
one
going to say sorry immediately.
But if
If I don't say sorry, then what?
But wait, if you step on my foot, I will tell you that you just stepped on my foot.
Yeah.
But your reaction will determine my next reaction.
Oh, yeah.
No, if you do anyhow, I give you anyhow. No two ways about it. I'll confront you, and then your reaction will determine my
No, I think that's more reasonable. Like when I confront you, I don't do something about it.
No.
The next thing that comes from my heart, it's all of you.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
let's stretch this a little.
Let me. Yeah.
There are people that can hurt you. You will not even have the place to confront them. What about those kind of people?
I completely
Your
agree.
boss, someone
Those
that
are the
help
people
you.
on my karma list.
And for me, those are the people that
You let
keep
them at the
pushing you
place,
to
right?
go and expect you not to.
Do you know
It's
that?
true. It's true.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
That's why for those so-called bosses, when they keep pushing you to the wall, see one day.
Karma.
Yes.
I promise. Oh my God.
That's just what I'm saying. That is what I'm
It may
saying.
take years before you react. It may take years for you, but one day.
It will come out. Like
But
see, you can't fake who you really are for a very long time, man. You can't play to be someone else for a very long time.
One day to come out.
It's a
I want to say something.
Yeah.
Do you know that no matter how big someone is, there is always a way you can affect that person.
Of
No
them.
matter how big
We're human
your
beings.
action is, there is always a way you can
Yeah, that's
affect that person. Even if it's just pinching the person.
Yeah.
As long as
Listen, I get what he's saying, though.
As long as
What
you
he's trying to say, good. What he's trying to say is, there are people you meet in life. No matter what they do to you, you don't just have the guts.
You can't confront them.
Yeah.
Let's
For
say,
instance, I'm a Nigerian. I don't know how everybody here. I'm a Nigerian. I know when the military, especially those in the army, fucks you up.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do nothing.
there are people that can even hurt you. You end up telling them, God bless you. Because you can't do anything.
But to me, I believe, to me,
Yeah, that's a one
time. Okay, let me give an example.
I'm talking about
listen.
Yeah.
it's going on.
Listen, wait, who went to wedding house here? Who went to wedding house here?
Yeah.
Now, remember the most annoying, the most wicked senior in school? Was there any way you could have done something?
It's actually
No.
yes.
What did you do?
Okay,
there is a way. You could have done.
I want to hear what you
Okay, guys, so when you talk about boarding school life, if the senior has been on your back or for a long time, why don't you serve it or her saliva in the water? Just mix it, and that's already your.
What? So that's how did that revenge?
That's revenge.
That's karma.
Look, when you talk about confrontation, there are different types of confrontation. There's a physical confrontation. Actually, that's what we are all basing on. But there are other branches.
I don't know what wedding house, I don't know what school you went to, but man, if the senior doesn't know and there was saliva in that water, Papa will not feel anything.
Yes,
I'm
what's
telling
the
you,
point?
you're not even your goals, yeah. What you want to happen, it's not gonna happen because this man doesn't even know this.
But you know the point.
On a daily basis, you drink water like that. Sometimes
It's really
Yeah, it's about you.
no. When you confront somebody, that person has to know that you're coming.
Okay, then that senior you are talking about.
Yes.
Why not hide in the road and break his head? Just hide by the roadside. When the senior is passing, you strike his head. Oh yes, you are revenge. That is how.
Few moments later.
I bet you've done this to someone before.
He's a revenge specialist.
This guy said, when I did it. Do you know what I mean? You don't know when that person will come to that party. That means you have to be that bush prepared. You know, someone like.
One eternity later.
Being someone with such a build and a touch of class, I usually go with simple confrontations and then I hit you with a hammer. Thank you. Besides understand. She said she dropped hints like,
Yes,
I'm
that was
tired of doing
confrontation.
this guy.
Yeah, to me, that was confrontation.
This is a while ago. Wait, sorry, a while ago, I was making jokes about her, right? And then she said, I don't like the way you're making jokes. Right? Yeah, if she has said, nah, why are you jokes at me? Do you think I would have stopped?
Of course, you should. Common sense.
There are two things to it. Do you know what I'm saying? If she had said, why are you just making jokes at me? Do you think I would have stopped? But she said, I don't like the way you're making jokes at me. Straight up. So that's it, man.
It depends. People differ.
Baby,
Not everybody has that. What? What's the point is just comprehend.
What you say, you are being formal with the company.
Just say it out.
Not everyone that has that patience.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. What if you involve somebody else? Okay.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah,
The third part is wrong.
I agree.
It's not going on.
No.
Can I say something?
It depends. No, it
There's
depends.
nothing wrong with that. Can I say
No,
something?
on this.
So, can I say something? Me and Tutu are neighbors, right? We stay together. If anything happens and it's a big thing, let me say it's a big dispute, it's okay for me to ask one of our friends and go with her to intervene. Please help me apologize to Tutu. I don't know how.
No, go on.
That's my favorite thought.
No,
What was I saying?
No, see, listen, for me,
Yeah.
there are points and times when you can call a friend to intervene.
Yeah.
Of course, for instance, it's a family matter. Obviously, someone else has to come in.
Friendships. It
You
is
get me?
really important.
Obviously, it's a
Yeah.
family issue.
If
Someone has to
your friend, the friend is friends.
But if it's a friend,
Yeah.
like if we're all mutual friends,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it's not only just me and you. And then you involve
You're gonna go one random person.
Are you mad?
Okay, no, of course that doesn't.
Yeah.
No, some people do it.
That's why we highlighted that common sense is not common.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that
I
there
do
are some
some
offenses?
crime.
Do you know that there are some offenses that requires immediate reaction?
God damn.
Hey.
Oh yes.
This guy, that's bringing so much fire.
So are you a karma or are you settling? Are you confrontational? And that's
Immediate confrontation.
To me, I am not talking about karma here.
Okay,
Because
sorry.
I don't know anything about karma.
Immediate.
I don't know if it exists. Are you
I also
getting me?
don't.
Yes, you don't have anything to prove to me.
He's confrontation.
Are you getting me?
Okay.
Confrontation or revenge.
That's it.
Because none of you have been able to prove to me that karma actually exists.
Yeah.
To me, what I feel.
That's
To me, what I feel.
No.
You say that you must do
What I feel. I want
No.
to make a point. What I feel is this. Karma, people tend to misinterpret
Yes.
the misfortune that happens to their enemies.
And they
This
Wait,
is
let me get to that.
This is what I feel. Oh yes.
No, this is what I say.
Don't leave me.
Listen, leave me.
Yeah.
Karma is something.
But one thing that has a standard proof is
Revenge.
when someone hits you, you exact the same force. That is called reaction force. Action and reaction force. Action force and reaction force.
That's why you have
Oh
force.
yes.
No, but see, literally,
Action
yeah.
force and reaction
If
force.
nothing like karma exists, there won't be that word karma.
Yeah.
There can be a word karma.
Word is
There are a lot of things.
Literally,
No,
in
there are
our
a lot of
lives.
people
No.
that live in
Have you ever seen a zombie, but there is a word of zombie?
Wait, I have a question.
Don't be so tough. Don't be so tough. People tell you
Yeah, we have a
people say they've seen zombies.
Oh my God.
And scientific proof that drivers existed
Have you seen a
way
zombie?
back.
You see, I'm
There's scientific
you
proof.
need a photo.
There are bones that say dinosaurs existed.
Wait, I have a question. Okay. Example, right? There are corrupt politicians in Africa, right?
All of them are corrupt, sorry.
The moment a new government comes into place, right, they start arresting the previous politicians. Is that karma or confrontation? In my opinion, I could be your karma and I could be your confrontation. It really just depends on my relationship with you and the degree to which you may have offended me or the situation, something like that. So generally, if you're my friend, I guess you know what to expect from me. It really just depends on who you are in our relationship.
It's nothing like that.
That's politics.
It's not their karma.
No,
It's not the other party's
No,
confrontation.
listen.
No?
If it's karma, that means something bad happened to them. But once they're
But if
arrested,
they get arrested,
we all
then
know the
it's
story in
karma.
It's a
Africa.
punishment for
That's
them.
karma then.
No.
Okay, what do you call it?
See, it's called African. No, don't call it politics. It's called African politics.
African politics.
You know why?
so big, why don't you lose weight and things like that. So I had an assistant, right? She spoke both English and Chinese. My boss only spoke Chinese. So when we would have a meeting or I would want to discuss something with him, she was translating lies to the both of us.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? So if I say something like I want to confront him, she would like change the whole thing.
People like
So I can't get exactly what she's telling me.
So how do you eventually know
Exactly, girl. One day, if you keep on doing some bullshit for a while, you're going to see that something is off, right? So yeah, he was just rubbish anyway, and all the rubbish that you can think about. So I ended up resigning, but I was
There
very.
is always a limit.
Wait. And
I'm not.
I guess that limit.
Yeah.
How do you find out? She was saying that this
Because I was also learning Chinese, so eventually I'll find out.
So you know how to speak Chinese now?
Yeah, I can speak basic Chinese.
Okay,
So
what are the basics you know?
ni hao, ni tuna, ni zai.
Zechungwa.
Yes. So eventually you come to find out.
Who hides in the bush? No Chinese. No, we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Yeah. So in the end, you come to find out like 1 + 1 is giving you 4. How? Right? Okay. So yeah, situations like that. So long story short, anyway, like he was just a bad person generally, and his company ended up like closing, and he lost his job and things like that. So I was upset. I couldn't really do anything right at the time. But when the whole thing happened, I felt like, oh, it was karma. But like, what's that?
I'm happy on your behalf.
Right? I was also so happy and so excited.
But sorry,
Yeah.
I don't think there is a general way of settling dispute.
Exactly.
I think it's personal.
In that situation, how would I have settled the dispute?
The question says, settling disputes, letting karma take its cool.
Oh, are you
or
confrontational?
Confrontation.
Yeah, so how was I
Now,
going to confront
it's
him?
so
in that
personal.
situation?
It's all personal, yeah?
Yeah.
Personally, for me,
Yeah.
based on these two,
Yeah.
the answer goes to confrontation. I just tell you my mind. I don't say I'm going to fight. That's mine. Then to me,
Competition or
come on.
You.
competition.
And then to me,
Revenge.
confrontation
In the book.
or revenge, depending.
Okay, no.
The level of offense.
Hence we have two options: karma, competition. You stand competition.
Yeah. Confrontation on a high level.
Mine is competition or karma, depending on who I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Okay, yours.
I confront you, bro.
Thank you,
Confront
baby.
me. I believe I could be your karma or I could confront you.
No, you have to
Depends on
pick
my
one.
relation.
Pick
I
one.
will
Depends on
confront
who you're dealing with.
Yeah, it
Confront.
depends on who I'm dealing with.
You can't pick one.
70 times I'll confront you, but it really depends on my relationship and the
Your
situation.
confidence, sorry.
Yeah, like you.
Gloria, mine is just, you can join the words together, karma confrontation.
Karma flirtation. Yeah, karma flirtation.
Why must girls have to do this all the time? Spoil words.
Karma flirtation.
Anyway, so literally,
Yeah.
this episode, we had this very nice debate. Everybody had
Yeah.
things to say, and I think from what we said, you should understand that right now you should know if you're the type who waits for karma or competition.
Thank you. See you next time. Can I get that in the seat?
See, this is easy, yeah? I don't know. Everybody's just trying to go. If someone vexes you, say the truth. Tell the person you're mad. Tell the person you're offended. It's just easy like that. There's no need for you to wait for karma. If you can talk to that person, talk to that person. I'm the fine one here. I'm just saying what's on my mind.
relationship? And can you be with an abusive partner?
Hello. Okay. So first things first, yeah. I feel like everybody is smart. Like you know what to do and what not to do. You understand the fact that you know what is right from what is wrong. So if you're in a situation whereby you feel you're not being treated nicely or fairly, just up and leave. But I still get the point where people say they don't want to leave because there are so much as to being in love with some people. Sometimes the question is, are you actually in love or are you dependent on this person? Like I know a lot of people, or maybe I don't know, who don't want to leave a man or a woman just because he or she provides. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, my all on all depends on this person. And that's what's bad about it these days. Like we've all made this thing called a relationship so much of a deal that you have to just be with somebody that's basically financially safe and not somebody you're happy with. You get what I'm saying? Like I understand, it might be a good dick, it might be good money, it might be the lifestyle, it might be the friendliness, but fine. If you don't want to get hit on or abused on a daily basis, I don't think you should be in that position. That's why personally for me, I can never advise anybody to leave the situation. No matter how bad, if you come to me crying, I'll be like, bro, it's not my business and I'm not going to talk to you about this.
Actually, for that part, the first part that you said that everyone is smart.
Yeah.
Not maybe everyone is smart, but not everyone is as assertive to actually, bring up that. You may feel unpleasant, but at the end of the day, if you don't know how to assert yourself, to own that this is something that I will not tolerate. But at the same time, going to the aspect of abusive relationships, there are actually different aspects of an abusive relationship. So it would be nice actually to take it up. I think at least for the purposes of this discussion, we can do like maybe you mentioned the financial, maybe the good dick or good
whatever.
Yeah. And then what else did you mention? The financial, the good performance. The lifestyle.
The physical looks.
Or lifestyle is also the other.
Lifestyle.
The lifestyle and the money, and then the physical looks,
the vibe,
emotions,
the
and then the pressure of having a relationship.
Why does a person need to be pressured about having a relationship?
Because that's how society has been.
Society
has been in such a way that you're either relationship goes or no, you're not sorry.
No.
At the end of the day, it's self-esteem. It's like what makes you feel good.
Some people don't understand that conformity is what destroys them. They want to conform to the fact that I'm so relationship goes, babe goes. And for me, living an abusive relationship, you have to have a degree of self-worth and self-respect. If you respect yourself enough to know that you can't be here, this is not for you. No matter what the person is offering you, if you put yourself this high and they're bringing you this low, you can't be in that situation.
See, for me, I don't think there's any pressure whatsoever for a person to be in a relationship.
That's your view.
No.
That's your view.
Hold on. This is my opinion.
Of course.
I feel you put the pressure on yourself. Nobody fucks with you. Nobody gives you the fuck if you're in a relationship. Man, see, more people. Most people.
Society.
No. Most people. Hold on. Most people these days are all about the bread, the chicken, the money, the moolah. So if you're telling me I am being pressured to be in a relationship, Charlie, you are fucking up. Go home.
See,
what the fuck is the fuck if you're in a relationship? See, hold on, I'll let you speak. See, the thing is, people love sex, but they don't want to be identified as someone who just wants to shine. So the best thing for them to do is to hold one nigga or hold one bitch and stay in a relationship. It's just the honest truth. Yes, no. At the money, that's no. Like I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. You don't know a person, but because this person is giving you sex non-stop or giving you money non-stop, you just want to close up as a relationship.
You stay in an abusive relationship just for.
Can I say, man?
People will do that, my man. What are you saying? See, you're not that type of a girl, but there are girls who will literally know that this guy is shit. What money is giving you,
so now,
is giving you,
I feel like we're creating on the
We're not. You see.
Okay, wait. Which part do you agree?
if you're in an abusive relationship, I think you should leave. Because nobody deserves to be smacked upon, insulted on a daily basis. If your boyfriend or your girlfriend feels she's Manny Pacquiao, Anthony Joshua, Floyd Mayweather, McGregor, you should go to the UFC ring or boxing ring, fight. They should not beat you. You don't deserve it. You're a fine human being. You deserve love, support, care. Don't let somebody's son, somebody's daughter, fuck your life up. Beg. Thank you very much.
Okay, I agree with this. He said something about like lifestyle and good dick and money and blah blah blah. I think why I agree with him is this. In the beginning, like, you don't know that person is going to be abusive, right? When you meet someone, you say hi, blah blah blah, you start getting to know someone, you don't know who they are, right? So when you reach a certain point, you get comfortable with the money, the dick, and the lifestyle. So when you find out they're abusive now, you're already in a habit. And you know how hard it is to let go of your habits.
That's very important.
Like,
That brings us back
bad habits die hard, yo, for real.
I have something to say. In this topic, we are faced with the challenge of choosing between living a toxic relationship or staying.
Yeah.
I have one thing to say. If everybody, both genders, male and female, can be able to have two things, which are self-discipline and independency, they will be able to make the right decision in such circumstances.
Can I ask a question?
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why I'm saying this? Abusive relationship or toxic relationship is a no-no. It's totally unacceptable in every standard. So now I will explain the reason why I said that self-discipline and independency will help you in making such decisions. One, if you're disciplined, sex will not control you.
That's true.
You will be able to determine when, am I having this sex under a conducive environment?
For the right reasons.
Yes. Then number two, the independency. The independency is this. The independency is this. It is being pictured that one of the reasons why people engage in toxic relationship is because of money. If you maintain a certain level of independency as a woman, are you getting me? You will not be moved. Or man, yes, you can be both genders.
I'm sorry.
I want to explain something to you. If you have money, if you make money or if you maintain a level of independency, someone has to bring something more to the table before the person can.
But guys, there are people who are both rich, they both come from money, but the girl is in an abusive relationship.
Then you can be able to live because one, you are disciplined, two, you are independent.
Wait, sorry.
I have another view about this. Though everything still boils down on what we are all saying, but don't forget that sometimes being in an abusive relationship is mostly psychological.
Exactly.
When the impact is already there, it's hard to take it away. Like a woman who has been beaten all her life sees it as a normal thing.
Exactly. Even so her mother can change that mentality.
Wait, I'm going to look into the car. I'm going to say this, I do not support it. But I've listened and I've heard. If you're in a relationship for some stupid reason, like love, there is no dictionary, there is no book on earth, that says you have to punch a nigger or a bitch in the face to show love. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you know you are being brutalized, abused, see, I don't know how you guys can tell me you can't leave.
I want to say something. Excuse me. The question is how to live. That's what.
How to live as a
My take on how to live is to live.
Exactly. There's nothing. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Some people want to leave.
No, the point is, it's not like you don't want to leave.
They don't want to leave.
Some people are psychologically.
It's a psychological.
It's not something you just open. Those are excuses.
No.
You don't know until you've been there.
Let's not say it's an excuse. Okay? It's not, right? It's psychological, so we don't know what's up. But for me, hold on. Just wait. Hold on. Have you ever try talking to someone who you know is physically being abused?
Yes.
And that person refuses to leave.
Yes.
No, they don't
Wait, hold on. This is what happened. You talk to them tonight.
Yeah.
They go back home.
Yes.
The man give them good. The next money they will go on Instagram and post. You almost go past that.
Boys don't always.
You're not wrong. Most times when you think about them, it's not like it's like today I make up my mind. I want to really live the relationship tomorrow, and it's just about the mind.
Okay,
You need to change it.
Yes,
first.
do.
Okay, so basically what you guys are saying, I feel like they still come back to his point that if you're independent, you will not
Take some shit.
You don't think shit, man.
Wait.
Okay, so it's not only independence. There are a lot of factors, like they say, psychological issues and other things. So the example that you gave, that someone can still go back to their partner, their abusive partner, it's because of a lot of reasons. So if you want to help them leave the relationship, then you should tackle the root cause first and understand what is it that makes them stay.
Wait.
So my take on the whole matter, queens and kings, you deserve better. Don't settle for less. If someone is abusing you, just leave. You've got nothing to stay for.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, see. There are times where you go, what do you think is the problem? When you go ask your friend, let's say this person is being abused, right?
Yeah.
And you say, what do you think is the problem? And this person just says, he always gets mad at me. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything, he just gets mad at me.
Yeah.
My question is, are you sure you don't do anything? Like you don't do anything wrong? You just
No.
Hold on. No, just I'm getting somewhere. Hold on. Right? You say, are you sure? And you say, yeah. Like I can literally just be sitting there and you can just see me sitting and you just get mad. In that situation, I'll just be like, okay, I'm not saying shit because you're dumb. You're waiting for me. You're waiting for me to give you a reason.
Yeah.
When you're clearly saying it, like you can't just be on your own and somebody come and point you and stand there.
There's another angle to this.
What angle?
Let's not erase the fact that some married women can only do relationship because of their children.
Hold on. Okay, yes. I'm glad. No, hold on. Yeah, I am glad you said this. My mom, no, this is not a joke. My mom was in an abusive relationship. But my dad.
So how did she
hold on. She left. She has us. She has us. What kind of mouth? See, hold on. Hold on. My mom held me and my sisters. I was like, I beg you.
How long was she? Yeah, it was how long before she reached.
For as long as I have known my mom, my family, my mom and my dad have never been in the place for too long. No, hold on. They were always like, my dad always comes to visit. Because he works for. You get me? So it was getting too much, man. I don't know what was happening, but some nights I can remember as a kid, I was like, you know, my mom screams on top of her voice like, oh, my dad's like, whatever. Like, wait now, hold on. At some point, I don't know her reasons. Like, if I ask her today, she'll tell me because I wasn't having fun, I wasn't enjoying my life.
No, wait.
I moved. Listen, we moved.
For how long was she there?
I can't remember because obviously I was a kid. I knew as at the time when I knew what was yes and no, it was happening. So my daddy was money. I would not see. I know at that time. My daddy was keeping my mommy intact. My mommy found money.
Wait, she was financially.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. My mom was not independent. She was depending on my dad.
That's her own aspect. That's why when she got what she did.
Okay, no, I'm going to directly ask. I'm going to directly ask two of you this question because you guys seem like you guys are well.
No, it's a personal opinion. Wait.
No,
at the end of the day, when you're done, can you please read the question again?
What's your
take on how to leave an abusive relationship?
Like he said, you leave by leaving.
Can you be an abusive partner? No one answered that.
No, wait. Hold up. Wait, she said something.
I said, can you be an abusive partner?
This second part.
Very well. Listen. Hold on. someone that's like always very
Vocal.
I'm vocal.
Yeah.
I don't mean it to hurt you, but I'm just gonna say so you know that this is what it is.
Okay, so the episode is really not about you.
Okay, guys.
No, you guys are supposed to answer.
Guys, wait, can I just say something? Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Huh?
The question is, can you be an abusive partner?
Can you?
No.
The big part
Google's
of the
question is, can you be an abusive
Yeah,
partner?
it's in the question.
That's only the question.
It's part of the question.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
It's here.
Can you leave?
Can you be with Annie?
Okay, can you be with?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, wait. In that case, if the person's like me, and when I fuck up, and she just says what she feels like,
Yeah.
jokingly, like, what I do? I say all I joke about
Oh,
everything
wait.
all the time. Yeah, I can be with that person. No, see, hold on.
Let's organize our thoughts. Our episode is coming.
Wait, guys, can I just add something, okay? As a psychologist, okay? Psychologically speaking, guys.
Which
Wait, don't talk to me,
Okay.
Let me ask the question. We all have a bad habit here. If I ask everyone,
Yeah,
of course.
right?
Of
You
course.
have a bad habit. Why don't you stop it?
Huh?
Right now. Why don't you stop it?
See,
Drinking, smoking,
Because
whatever it is.
that
Why
will
don't you
come
stop
in
it?
with
That's
what you
like
said.
what happened.
The discipline.
Exactly. So
The
the
discipline.
people are in the same.
Drinking is not a bad
No, abuse. Alcohol abuse.
But wait, I want to say something very important.
Yeah.
You know, when
We all have bad habits.
before you get to marry someone,
Yes.
you must have noticed that this guy.
That's when you get out for the first time.
No,
You
wait,
don't
let me
become
learn, let me learn.
alcoholic.
There are some
Excuse me,
warnings.
can I talk?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Before you marry someone, when you guys are cutting, you must have found out that this guy is abusive.
Wait, I'm gonna get Nigerian guys are girls.
No, I'm telling you. Look at what people do. Look at what people do.
Hold up.
Wait.
Hold up.
People believe that when they get married, this person is going to change.
Change.
It does not work.
Yes,
Wait.
Yeah.
Marriage amplifies the relationship.
Yo, guys.
Okay, see.
Okay, for me, like I said before, if someone starts abusing you, you should just walk out. There is no point trying to wait for the person to change. There are certain things that can never change. When a man starts abusing you, a woman, he doesn't stop. So the best thing you should do for yourself is to leave. Get out. That's just what I mean. Thank you.
Wait. Let me try back to what you said.
let's not take the
I finished what I was saying,
Wait,
guys.
We are towards the end of it.
Yeah, hold on. I want to track back to what he said, yeah? He said some people can be in a relationship, you can start up something with someone and find out that this person is this kind of way.
It's true.
And at the end of the day, they want the person to
I'm
change.
taking the person to shoot.
For me personally, yeah, if you do something wrong, I'm not going to go zero you. I'm just going to say jokingly. You don't expect me to change that when I'm like in a long time run. No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
This is who I am. I don't know how to hide things. I will tell. The first episode was about our confrontation, right? I told you guys, I will say it open.
Confrontation, yeah.
I will come out and tell you, see, auntie, your legs don't look nice without slippers.
Okay.
Change your leg.
Yeah, let's organize our thoughts.
Excuse
Let's organize our thoughts. What have we come up so far?
Everybody just give your short, precise.
Yes. Yeah, that's your take on
Yeah, please read the question again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's your take on an abusive relationship, and can you leave an abusive partner? My take on this abusive relationship is that it really takes a lot as a person to discover yourself and to really own up, to actually step out of it. Because many factors are affecting it, such as what was mentioned earlier, the socioeconomic status, like the other aspects such as the monetary as well. So it really takes a lot to really actually dig down and own it and actually step up. And that part, the stepping out is easy, but the real digging up inside, that will take time, and you need to do that work. That's it. Thank you.
My take is, if you're being abused and you don't like it, leave.
Okay, that's it.
But wait, hold on. But if you know you can't do it on your own, seek help.
Yes.
Now, can I be with an abusive partner? Like someone like me who's funny and jokes all the time, I can do it. I can do it. No, I'm not. You don't get it. When you say abusive, I'm not trying to say, no, some people might think that's being abused. Like the way I talk to you guys, we make jokes, I just make jokes about everybody. Some people can find it abusing, right? I'm just talking, I'm just making jokes. And I'm telling you,
Can you be with an abusive partner? Answer that question.
like myself?
Can you be with an abusive partner?
Yes. Why you say like yourself?
No, because you guys are generalizing.
Yes
so
or no?
No.
Next. Okay.
Okay, so for me, I feel like just get the cause of the problem, and if you can find it, then I believe you solve the solution, which is either leaving or fixing it. And then being with an abusive partner, it's a no with an extra nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
For me, I think being in an abusive relationship depends on your circumstances and your habits also. But I can't judge you. If you need help, send me a DM or find help somewhere where you can
pay how?
And you know and no, I can't be with an abusive partner. Fuck you and the horse you rode on. That's it.
Next, for me, no. It's a no, capital N no. I cannot be in an abusive relationship.
Just imagine someone
I
saying
cannot
yes.
be an abusive
Yeah,
partner
fuck you, man.
for any reason. I cannot be. This is a topic we are discussing.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
The couple that-
hell no, like hell no, please.
Okay.
So for me, I feel like abusive relationships are really dynamic. Everybody has what works for them and what doesn't work for them. For you to leave an abusive relationship, you need to work on yourself first. If you're financially dependent on the person, find some money or some, income. If whatever the person can give you, find it somewhere else that you don't get abused getting it. So if you can change your psyche, you can work. You can actually take action and leave the relationship. Work on yourself. It's just all about you. And I cannot be in an abusive relationship.
Okay, so I think that sums it. That sums it up. So everyone cannot be in an abusive relationship.
I'll abuse you back.
My take.
Yes,
So I just
Yeah.
With an abusive partner.
I cannot be with an abusive partner, and to help you to make decisions in such situations, you have to be independent and disciplined.
Yeah.
And another thing, you have to be matured.
Have sense.
Because if there is a level
Come on.
of endurance, there is a level your endurance will reach, it becomes stupid.
Yeah.
You understand? So you must be able to make the right decision at the right time.
Thank you guys. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Alright, for me, I don't think it's necessary to encourage abusive relationships.
Not at all, not at
If you
all.
don't like it, the same way the guy came to you and asked you out, ask yourself out.
Anyway, thank you guys. We hope to see you guys in the next episode.
guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, we welcome you to a new episode of Gistinthecondo. And the question is this: going by your experiences, debate on why you feel 21st century marriages, dating, and courtship are failing. That's the question.
Wow, this is complicated because I don't want to be judgmental, honestly speaking, because the way our parents were raised is not the same way we've been raised. The way the situation was back then is not the same way it is right now. And the way we're going to raise our kids is not the same way our parents raised us, right? So it's quite complicated to me because back in the day, like, let's go back to the Bible. The Bible is very, if you ask me, it's very sexist. It doesn't respect women. It doesn't regard women, okay? Women are a non-factor in any religion, even if you go to other religions anyway, basically. Women are just not that important. But now things have changed. Women work. Women can take care of, women do what the fuck they want to do. That's what I'm trying to say. But back then it was different. So the way I'm going to raise my kids is not the same way people were raising the kids back then. So it's really, people are trying to adjust to the new normal. Let's say that, okay? That's just it. And that's why maybe it may not be working, because we are adjusting to something new and people are different. That's all I
Okay,
can
can I
say.
say something?
Yeah.
I feel like you just mixed up the Bible with the medieval era. There's a difference.
Okay,
In
what's the
medieval
difference?
era, yes, women were not really, we weren't really taking position or politics or whatever it is. But in the Bible, we were actually, giving.
Okay, in the Old Testament, I'm gonna say that really, women were not.
Okay, let's not debate from the question.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So I feel like 21st century marriages, courtship, dating is failing because everybody just wants to be. I don't like everybody wants to be the person in power as like when you're dating somebody, you want to be more regarded. You want to be more satisfied. Like I don't exactly know how to put it, but everybody's just more selfish these days. It's just me, and about me. So you don't really put into consideration your partner's feelings and your partner's wants. In as much as you want
somebody you don't consider.
Now here's the thing. It says, why do you think majority 21st century marriages
fail?
Not necessarily my marriage failed, but I'm saying sorry, I'm married. Not like my relationship failed because I don't care about the person. I mean, other reasons are there, but I feel like ultimately it's because when people are dating, majority of the time, for example, cheating is just because you don't really put your partner's feelings in consideration, and then you just go out and cheat. That makes the marriage and relationship to fail. Also, it could be that maybe your partner doesn't like the way you dress, but then you as a lady, you're like, man, I really don't care. I'm gonna do what I want.
Like that. Everybody's selfish. What I was saying, because back then everybody's selfish were a taboo, but now it's normal. Women can cheat, but back then if you cheat, like it's done, it's passed out.
So these days, everybody is more self-minded. Like
so. What you're saying is that now, because women are cheating, that's why they're
no, but now there's equality for everyone for everything. So we can
so equality is the reason for
no, inequality is the reason that was causing people to pretend like they're comfortable, but now there's equality, so we don't need to pretend like we're comfortable if we're not.
So which means that previously things were already bad, but now people are free to express them.
No, things were the way they were then, but now things are the way they are now. So people are just adjusting to the new normal, I think. Sure.
Excuse me, I think we are saying the whole different thing. I believe that the reason why marriages are not working out,
even relationship, dating generally,
why they are not working out now is because people tend to get married because I think they feel it's competition.
Okay.
Many ladies want to get married because their friends are getting married. They are not ready for marriage.
It's true. But they're ready for the wedding.
They are prepared for wedding. Not the marriage.
Not the marriage.
To make it specific, this current 21st century, there's a lot of fake lives.
I agree.
Lives. People want to do because others are doing. Yes. Those days, back in the days, I know my grandmother, my forefathers used to say that, those days they do farming. They do farming those days. And they are very comfortable with what they have. But now, I think
competition.
It boils down to being selfish. Everybody wants to have more than the next person. They don't know the value of commitment. Like you don't have the value of when you're in a relationship. Some people are in a relationship because they want to do hashtag relationship goals. You don't know why you are that married. You just want to do it.
But why?
That's why it fails.
Why is competition?
Because people are attracted by what they see, that's the thing.
Fake lives are more.
From the dawn of time, people have always been attracted by what they see. What is it now in the 21st century that is causing this?
Because back then there was no social media, there was no iPhones, there was no laptops. Things are new now, so everyone is adjusting to
social media.
I agree. Social media.
Feminism too.
Okay, let me see.
Feminism.
Okay, let me say. I think most of these are like acts of loving and just life. Like some years we love somebody they love. Either being rich or poor. But when they marry a poor person and they see all their friends like pleasant life with a rich husband, rich stuff like that, they're like very bad. And that will lead them into cheating. And some of those girls like telling them like, this guy, man, you can see all these rich guys who can just make you like one and get money and all and now the girl will like start cheating. And that's how
What about
actually marriage will start spending.
Is that your personal experience?
Please, I want to say something.
Okay.
Do you know my own take on this?
Uh-huh.
I feel that the 21st century, have robbed us of our norms.
And tradition.
Yes. Are you getting me? Because another thing, during the olden days, things were easy. Now things are no longer easy for the common man.
I don't think so. I think back then.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
During the olden days, women are not too avaricious of money. They are not too conscious of money.
They just want to get married and you have to.
You see, during the olden days, you will see a woman that is ready to struggle with you in your farmland and raise the family, raise kids.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? But these days, if you are not rich, things will no longer be easy for you.
Okay, so it says, but what is the reason why 21st
we the common men are no longer finding it easy.
This is why I say,
okay, for instance,
everybody is greedy.
For instance,
everybody is selfish.
For instance,
those are the reasons why it is failing.
Another
Not
thing.
because in the olden days.
Another thing now. For instance,
Why are you looking at me?
do you know? Wait, before we started this show, we asked one person what is she expecting as monthly maintenance? She said 500,000 pesos.
For what?
I had to short. I had to keep short. Are you getting me? It is no longer easy for the common man.
No. I feel like let me defend whoever you are.
I did not call somebody. I did not call anybody's name.
Let me defend whoever you are. You don't know what that person has been through.
No longer
so the person will never ever settle for anything lower than.
But what are you doing?
If you cannot afford it, then it's too much for you.
This is my
brother.
What if the person in question, maybe at the point in time, the husband was able to provide?
I want to say
after 2 years, after some time, he couldn't provide enough.
No, not packaging. Maybe the wife might be like.
Okay, let me say something real right now. When you see a girl, you know how to approach her. You know what to say.
Exactly.
You know how much to say. When you approach me, you know what to tell me. You know what to show me.
Exactly.
When you
cannot go for a low maintenance, a high maintenance babe. And you say that low maintenance.
It's a lie. When you approach
Now, my question is this. Why is a price tag? Why is there a price tag?
It's all about maintaining.
It's not a price tag.
Okay, let's do this. I'm not saying that the person is jobless. She will have a job. But now, so you can come in saying, baby, let me take care of you. Okay. No, I'm giving you my taking care.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you?
This much. Okay. Wait, guys.
I think we are digressing.
Wait.
I think we are digressing here. We have the question is, why do you think?
Okay.
I believe that this century now, unemployment is one of the reasons why relationship.
There's job.
I don't think that's the reason.
There's no job.
Can you explain? Well, let him explain.
You know, most people now don't want to do common jobs. Because when you are looking for high jobs,
Like,
so do you will not see a job and you stay at home. When you keep staying at home and you see your man, you guys are always at home doing nothing. But so do you guys will get tired of this work. You understand? You start now.
I don't know.
Yes, I
can I just say something?
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here's my perception about the topic.
Yeah.
So, I think some of the relationships nowadays or marriages fails is because of number one is the social media.
Yeah.
Most of the people are aiming on online dating. You know what? On my own experience beforehand, some of my relationship, I had a lot of failed relationship because of online dating.
Okay.
It's because I'm afraid of someone who is ghosting me.
Yeah.
And it lowers my self-esteem as a woman.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone doesn't reply to you online, you think he's not interested.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the thing. That's my And aside from that, I get pressured because I see on social media that my friends, my colleagues, my batchmates are already married. And now I'm still not married. So I have a partner. I'm not yet married. So I get pressured. Why is my partner not
going forward?
That's why you prepare for wedding instead of the marriage. You pressure him to marry.
I get the point.
Not directly.
That's
why
really,
generally,
And so if someone's not asking me to marry me or something like that, so I think the relationship is no longer working.
True.
So that's
one
of the
at a
factors.
point as a lady, you're in a relationship and then you're expecting marriage, and then my guy has been going on for like 8 years.
It's mad.
Every
8 years.
birthday, his necklace,
It's too much now.
What's mad? And this is not the question. The question is this: why is the marriage failing?
Now.
Before.
That's what we were pretending. Now, that's what we think. They don't give a fuck.
So that's what I think why the relationship is not working. It's because sometimes you don't know the person literally. You don't know him deeply.
Yeah.
Right? We're all basing physical attraction.
Yes.
Right? So that's what are the factors that I think the reason why is the relationship nowadays or marriages are failing.
Would you say you based your relationship on physical?
I mean, the past ones that failed?
Not really.
Okay.
The reason why I think my past relationship fails is because we don't have that longer courtship. We just dated for a few days, weeks, and then we started our relationship.
Straight to love.
Also, another thing is, I feel like one of the reasons why marriages or relationships also fail is because people set unrealistic standards. Like you're expecting from your partner what your father cannot give you.
That's why
people set unrealistic standards that are not realistic.
I don't think so, guys.
No, that's why you fail.
No, I don't agree with
that.
that.
For example, the guy on the other hand is expecting things that his mother used to do for him from you.
Then he should thank you.
It's also
This
why
is the reason why people don't have interviews before a relationship.
You know what, guys?
The dating stage is very important.
It is. I agree.
Pay attention to the dating stage because that's when you know who you're going in with.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention. They just go to a nice looking restaurant, eat food, outside, and then red flags everywhere. Before you know it's crashing down.
Everybody's busy. No worry.
With what?
Because they do a lot of farming.
Okay.
Do you understand? No, yeah, they do a lot of farming because it is. You see the fact that going to
And
farm.
we are not busy.
Wait,
You're right.
Okay, go.
But these days now, everybody's looking for white collar job. Yeah, you can relax in office and
Online selling clothes.
Online selling shoes. People like soft things, soft job. So when you are not taking all that, when you do not see all these things you are looking for, you will be jobless. By so doing, you will now be demanding from the man
what you cannot provide.
Yes.
But I also have another theory. Then in the olden days, they have different values.
Exactly. Then you know
now,
the odds no more.
Now we just care about the fast money, the fast cars.
Let me give you one example. You know, olden days, the amount you bought the workforce wage in those old ones, those days, that amount, that value, if you bring it now, to beat same value now.
What I'm saying is this: then people are content to just marry someone who even went to the university.
I feel like
to just see like any guy like this, or as a woman, you just see a guy and you'll be like, this guy is one I want to invest in the village or something. Someone who just have a job and is stable. But these days, because of what we see everywhere, we tend to want higher than what
I feel like we're going around. I have a vacation in
because of
yours is great.
Another thing, I have something to say. Do you know that in the olden days, let's know, because I'm a person that grew under the watch of old people. Are you getting me? Yes. I'm a full-time traditional man. Yes. So I have some knowledges about what happened then, because I've been listening to stories and histories. So you see, then people, the most priority was norms. That is why your father can recommend you marry the daughter of Okonkwo. Without you knowing the daughter of Okonkwo, you marry, and if you look very well, you will see that those marriages lasted long than all these millennium marriages.
They were pretending.
And another thing now. Then, listen, then people were not so obsessed with relationship. If you are due for marriage, I'm coming on. If you are due for marriage, either you or your father already knows a girl that is standard in norms, that is good for you, and when you pick that girl, you people will live happily. So when people only let me tell you, that time, do you know that time people get appointed to the opposite sex when they are ready for marriage? Most things that happen that time. All this dating for 5 years, 10 years, it wasn't happening then. Dating too long leads to all this nonsense. Because you know that the longer you stay with someone, some issues might be coming in. Along the line, you might drop the person. At the end of the day, you end up jumping from one person to another.
Okay, so from your point, I just got something from your point. So, in this 21st century, marriages are failing because of lack of tolerance and patience.
Yes.
At the time then, in their marriage, they could tolerate whatever
and then.
But right now, in this age, we don't have that tolerance.
All these bestie stuff.
What will you be during those days? What will you be doing with a guest that you're
best friends?
Those days, before you get yourself acquainted to the opposite sex, it's all about marriage. And before you get married, you yourself, let me tell you, that time, if you're ready for marriage, your parents will just take you, you just carry one to
you will not even know that they are married.
Even some parents marry wives for their children without them knowing, because they already know that this person is worth it.
I want to bring this point. Do you know that population also affects?
Exactly, I was going to say the same thing.